ẹ ṣáà ti rí bóyá ṣe Mohbad. Ẹ ṣáà ti rí bóyá ṣe Mohbad. Sí wàhálà. Naira dé díẹ̀ o. Naira dé díẹ̀. Ó sáré bò mọ́lẹ̀. Ẹ ṣáà ti rí bóyá ṣe. Ẹ ṣáà rí bóyá ṣe. Ọmọ ìlú ọmọ lọ́mọ. Naira is walking there. No wàhálà. Nice one. Ká máa lọ náà. Ó dey go. All ti mọ́lẹ̀. Wọ́n fi sílẹ̀ lẹ̀ dey march like this.
Hi guys, this is Kian's 2 cents and I'm K. So sadly Mohbad lost his life, and we know a lot of people are giving their opinions and thoughts on the whole situation. So I figured let's share our own 2 cents. As we know to do, we did a proper digging into the whole situation. We did our due diligence and watch a lot of video, because if we just go by what social platforms post nowadays, you would just be completely misled. At least, first of all, rest in peace to the young man. May his soul find rest. But we need to at least discuss on at least key details that we know for a fact. One, he's not with us anymore. And two, one other key detail I noticed from the whole situation, because the only reason we are discussing it is because we could have just easily said, oh, may he so rest in peace and remember him for his beautiful music and stuff. But the controversy or the conspiracy behind it is that he was forced to his death, right? So that's the reason why we are, giving our own 2 cents about the whole situation. And like I said, the only 2 confirmed information about this whole thing was that he's dead, and secondly, he was clearly very troubled. He was a troubled man. Everything else, I will kind of give my own 2 cents on. Firstly, even though I have tried through the sources that I currently have, tried to find out the real cause of death, no one has seemed to give us the real reason for his death, the real cause of his death. We hear that he was depressed, which is clear. It seems he was also bipolar, but it seems it's clear that he was depressed. But depression does not kill you. Depression could lead to you taking actions that will end your life, but depression in itself does not kill you. So how did he die? Did he drug himself? Was it an overdose? I know they said he had high blood pressure. Did he get a heart attack or cardiac arrest? What? We don't seem to know exactly what killed that man. And I feel it would probably help, put some type of solace, like, his fans and those who cared about him would at least be able to, grieve in peace, because clearly his fans are hurt and are clearly looking for a reason or someone to blame. Now, I'm not going to ignore the bullying, but I am also not going to put the blame on who they are bullying. Right now, please hear me clearly. I am not in support of it. I'm not saying bullying is right, but bullying is a culture. Sadly, it's a culture in Nigeria. Whether we want to believe it or not, it's only when it's not in our favor we kind of try to act like we don't understand everything. The police situation we are talking about is bullying. Influencers calling police to arrest people that criticize them is bullying. So I don't know why we kind of are focusing on those parts, right? I understand that people will post and do and try to get clicks, but so that man can rest in peace, I think it's only fair that someone really tries to dig deep. As someone man, I think they call him a dark man, actually break it down to make a lot more sense. And I watched that video extensively, and even that video led me to watch some other things, even the case with his wife, you could tell. And that's the reason why I want people to be careful of who they blame, because when people are kind of bipolar or depressed, even situations that are not necessarily the fault of others, they kind of make it sound like it's the other person's fault. because they are so depressed that even when they are trying to, they like are to some extent their own worst enemy. So I'm not basically saying that we saw the videos of them attacking his music video shoot with Zlatan, but did anybody say what led to that? We know he had label issues with Malian Records, but what was the issue? Did they give him money? He didn't do we don't, let's not, we understand everybody is hurting, but I think it's only right that we don't also commit sin, and because the power of the tongue is strong, and start wishing death on other people and this when we don't even know the whole story. And we are just kind of giving our own 2 cents, but we will continue paying close attention. I think at least it's important to know how he died. He was clearly sick. And I think I just wish, because obviously people loved him. We've seen videos of what's his name, Zinoliski speaking, and I don't say anything. I don't say anything wrong in what Zinoliski said. You could be a label mate, you could be cool with somebody, doesn't mean you have friends, right? I also saw what's his name, this other good singer, say something about noticing that he wanted to commit suicide a couple of times. So that's, like I said, I don't want to jump to conclusion of the reason for his death, but in all, it's just a whole sad situation. And I feel when we get to the bottom of all this, we should be able to learn something from it. Key things though, that bullying mentality in Nigeria is sad. We all practice it. Let's not act like it's just unique to some people. When somebody get that, who do you know who I am, is common when somebody says small change. So let's stop acting like what we saw was, yes, it seemed like there was a lot of pressure on him and his mental health could not deal with it. I'm sure the people involved feel a way. I'm almost certain that even though their intention was not to kill him, well, maybe they must have pushed him to the edge. The video of we don't know how true that is, but even the recording of him attacking his, I guess, maybe girlfriend or wife also circulated. So, it's all over the place. And I would just suggest that our listeners and fans should just at least give everybody the benefit of the doubt. At least maybe give them the time to at least speak for themselves. I even hear people saying they should arrest them or call them in for, who knows the cause of death? So why would they just why would the police just tell people to come to the police station just because somebody under them died, when the cause of death is not even known? Like the people that said police should invite them did not even say, oh, this is the reason he died. Oh, he was shot or they stabbed him. Oh, because they bullied him, they should arrest them. Come on. Not supporting it, but we let's give everybody, let people prove their innocence until we crucify them. But all in all, may his soul rest in perfect peace. If you are dealing with some type of depression or bipolar disorder, please, those are the good things about social platforms. If you are talking to the people around you, they don't listen, feel that's the kind of video I don't even mind watching, so that we can tag, and maybe the necessary institutions will reach out to that person. You know what I mean? But it's not only, explicit videos that should be pumping up online. Talk to people around you. If you are feeling weird, even if they laugh about it, at least you've told them. They can't say they didn't. You know what I mean? But, how do you feel about this whole situation? And to show respect, we decided to use only the videos of him smiling and having a good time. That man really did smile, but he smiled when he was around people he loved, around Bella Schmurder and some of his friends. So we decided to use most of the videos. I mean, we had to give some type of context, and that's why we started the video the way we did. But throughout the video, you will see that it's nothing but him having a good time. It's our way of showing respect to that man. May his soul rest in perfect peace. And before we were even done with the video, Daddy Freeze had kind of spoken to, I think, some police officer, and they, you guys watch the end of the video to see how some part of Daddy Freeze speaking to some police officer. And we also would drop our own 2 piece. We think the investigation should start with the people that were in the car. There's a video of one person crying and say he's dead and somebody driving. Everybody in that car should be picked up immediately. That's where the investigation should start. And sadly, autopsy, he's a celebrity. Autopsy should have been done immediately before, once he died. And I hope they can exhume that body and then, do a proper autopsy to at least give us the reason for his death. So yes, make sure you, after End speaks, make sure to stay to the end of the video to watch what Daddy Freeze. We just took a brief part of it to actually see what Daddy Freeze and the police officer discussed. If you want the full video, go to Daddy Freeze's page. But yes.
All right, my brother K. I listened to all that you said, and I must start by expressing my heartfelt condolences to the family of Mohbad, to his immediate family, most importantly. This young man has a wife and has a child. I think that is the most painful part of it. It's bad enough to have lost his life at this age, 27 years old. It's worse to have left a child, a baby. So for me, it is quite sad. With all the stories that we hear out there, it is really sad and concerning. I don't know how much investigations are being carried out, because many things I hear threats to his life. I mean, we all listen to what the wife said, that he was even planning to relocate them out of this country because he was afraid. So I think this shouldn't be taken, simply. This should seriously be investigated. This should seriously be looked into. All right. We also remember that there was a time he requested that the police should go after Sam Larry because of the threat to his life. And we also saw that video that has gone viral, where his video shoot was invaded by Sam Larry and some of his guys. So I think these are enough reasons for these guys to be invited for interrogations. But then again, my concern is how effective, how efficient is the Nigerian police force? All right, is it going to just end up like every other or many other cases out there, where people with money just gain freedom, walk free, while those who are poor, remain oppressed by the police? I agree with my brother K. Bullies are out there. The police have turned themselves into bullies, and so on and so forth. Yes, I agree. But at the same time, we need to keep speaking against it. We need to keep speaking up against bullying. It's a terrible thing, right? So for me, I would really want the Nigerian police force to go out there and investigate this seriously. He has lost his life, but somebody needs to be taught a lesson. Someone needs to, people need to learn that it is a wrong thing to do. We don't know what exactly is the cause of his death, but then that is where the investigation should come in. I mean, we shouldn't live in a country where someone just dies and nothing is said about his death. This is a young man who was full of talent. So for Nigeria to remain a safe place, there should be a closure to this case. Someone should be telling us this is what happened. If someone was involved in his death, then someone should be telling us this person has been taken to court, has been tried, has been convicted. We need to start hearing that, because failure to do that then will leave us with hopelessness in this country. All right, someone at that age, at his prime, with so much talent, cannot die, and nothing is known about the cause of death. I mean, this should not be happening in a society like ours at this time. So guys, the comment section is open. What do you know about his death? What do you think about it? The comment section is open. Please, let's hear your own thoughts. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly do that now. And don't forget to click the like button and share this video as well. See you in our next video.
First, PRO issued a statement this evening saying that investigation would commence. And that is what we're going to do. Investigation would commence. If need be, the body will be exhumed. It's not too late. The body can be exhumed and autopsy can be performed. And the statement also states that people should bring whatever information they have to the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State. That's because we don't want to do hierarchy anymore. Take it to first aid, bring it to Lagos State Command. It doesn't matter. We are going to harmonize it within ourselves and ensure that justice is done.
Thank you very much. Everything we wanted to hear. I'm going to turn on the comment section. If you have a few questions, please keep them respectful. Ask your questions. Everything we wanted to hear. There's not going to be a hierarchy bottleneck where information is going to get trapped. I wanted to hear that there's going to be an autopsy. I wanted to hear that there's going to be the body is going to be exhumed, because whatever it is, if we didn't have an autopsy to work with from the beginning, the case would be somehow. But now the police is assuring us that if the need be, the body would be exhumed.